Good morning to all of you. And today we have Dr. Rupali Sinha. She's an eye specialist, and vision is something which we always look forward for to have a very good vision. But with it, Rupali ji is also a fitness freak. She has been trekking. She is a cyclist and a runner too. So, madam, could you just tell us, like, being a doctor, being with this busy schedule, how do you manage a trek or a cycling or a run?
Good morning. Thank you for having me over. Um, I think you've got to prioritize various things in your life, and health and fitness is a priority for me, along with profession. And if we channelize our lives in that way, I think time can easily be managed. Early mornings are meant for yourself. They're meant to make yourself fit and healthy, and then the rest of the day goes in your work, and that can easily be managed. I'm sure that you know that better than I do because you're a triathlete yourself.
Uh, yes, obviously, we have been trying to convince all our viewers to keep fit and healthy, and mornings are the best time for all these activities. You can just do that on your own time. And because you have been an eye specialist, what would you suggest as an eye specialist if there are certain ways where we can take better care of our eyes, because that's also a very important aspect. And many people, they're not very focused to certain extent, and because upcoming you will see children and people of all ages, they are stuck to their mobiles and gadgets. This becomes a very very big pain, I know, at certain extent, that like we have watery eyes and then eyes start burning. So ma'am, how would you give us some tips as to what best can be done about it?
So you're absolutely right. Actually, we have for the last few years seen an increase in the number of patients visiting us with eye problems related to dryness. And dryness is one of the major drawbacks of using screens. Screen time can be on the phone, the main screen time, or on the laptop, television, or all of them put together. So, the first thing we strongly recommend is that you don't continuously watch a screen, and every 15 to 20 minutes, you must take a break, and you've got to give your eyes that rest. And in that break, which is usually about a minute, you have to rest your eye, look away from the screen, try to blink more often, splash some water. So these are the basic things. And of course, the main thing is you cut down on your screen time. So we
Yes.
have software engineers and we have designers and schools and colleges. Because of COVID, there was a lot of online coaching
Yeah.
in schooling, and so all of those things have led to a toll. Everything that you are doing now is more or less on a screen, and you're constantly staring at it. So apart from your absolute essentials, I think the screen time has to be bare minimum. Your entertainment, you have to find other sources of keeping yourself occupied, and I think fitness is one very important part that you can keep yourself occupied without using a screen. You
Yes.
can just walk out of your door and
Mhm.
go for a walk or a run, or get your cycle out, wear your helmet, and
Mhm.
go for a bike ride.
Yeah.
Right now I'm based in Bombay, Mumbai.
Mhm.
The weather is great here. It's raining. It rains in the mornings or in the evenings. Whenever it is, just go out for a walk in the rain. I think instead of
Okay.
staring at your screen,
Uh,
it's a much better option.
yes. Staring at the screen and enjoying all the junk foods of when it's raining with tea and stuff like that. It's better that we go out and enjoy some of our fitness activities. Ma'am, do you suggest any uh, spectacles or anything, when we are on a screen for children, at least, if there are anything which they can wear, or which might give them some protection? Is there anything available?
So we had some kind of recommendations about a year back of wearing blue tinted spectacles for
Okay.
children, but there isn't enough evidence as yet for us to tell you to wear them. You can have an anti-reflective coating on your
Okay.
glasses so that the
Mhm.
light reflects off and it doesn't bother your eye too much. The main thing is to not stare at the screen. And when
Okay.
you are doing so, learn that you have to consciously blink.
Right.
And children especially keep holding their phones very, very close to their face.
Mhm.
And that gives rise to a minus number or a
Okay.
myopia. And that then stays for life. So when you have young children, people who are in their growth phase, they need to go outdoors more often. They need to get enough sunlight so that they don't get an eye number. and
Mhm.
and it's a preventable kind of an eye number.
Okay.
The staring at the screen by children, if that is stopped or that is reduced, their eye number will definitely reduce.
Okay. And ma'am, do you recommend any exercises for some eye, any particular thing in which might give some?
You can try to move your eyes, roll them all around, but by and large, learn to blink very often and to keep staring away from the screen every
Okay.
time you're sitting on it constantly for more than 10 to 15 minutes. That
Okay.
will help your neck also in the long run.
Okay. So, very interestingly said that we can do a dual activity to ourselves by not watching more, not sticking more to our screen and going out. So we'll be fit in that way, and we'll be helping our eyes also. Uh,
Yes.
Ma'am, and what do you look forward? What's your message to all our viewers if you put everything together? Because most of our viewers are runners and they are swimmers, cyclists, athletes. So, anything you'd like to sum it up and give a message to everyone?
I think pretty much we need to be healthy. Fitness is just a part of being healthy. You need to be healthy. Health is not just waking up and going for a run or a cycling thing. It's also about sleeping. Sleep is a very important part of being healthy.
Yes.
So 7 or 7.5 hours of sleep. If you haven't slept that long, then don't go and work out. It's okay to miss one day of
One
workout,
day.
but
Yeah.
sleep missing out is worse. It's very important that you have a good nutrition. You eat enough proteins. You get enough sunlight. It's equally important to remain hydrated. I think you need to drink your enough water so that your body is not dehydrated. And I think all of this will make you mentally fit as well. So if you want to remain healthy, mental fitness, maybe do a little meditation, listen to some really good music, or read some good books. All of these will make you a far healthier person. And I think once you're healthier, you're also fitter.
So, a great sum up, and I'm sure, मैम आप बहुत अच्छे एक तो रनर और साइकिलिस्ट हैं, बिकॉज ये सारी चीजें हम लोग ने काफी सेशंस में बात किए हैं, एंड आपने पुराने कुछ सेशंस को सम अप करके ही एक साथ सब कुछ बोल दिया. ऑल्दो आई नो यू हैव नॉट बीन अ पार्ट ऑफ दोस सेशंस, बट बीइंग very well hydrated and a good sleep is very important. So we have been discussing on all these things for previous few sessions. So that was really interesting. आपने sleep का बात किया तो मुझे just एक चीज just came across to my mind, which we always generally do. Once we get up after sleep, we start rubbing our eyes. This is the worst thing we should do. That's what I know. Ma'am, if you can just elaborate and about this, like once we get up after sleep, what is the best thing to be done?
So I will tell you about getting up from sleep and also before going to sleep.
Oh.
That's an added bonus for you. So
Thank you.
getting up from sleep, the first thing that I have now started seeing, I mean, and the mothers tell us about the children is they just pick up their phones immediately,
Yeah.
and they rub their eyes and they start their phone. So that's a complete no-no.
Mhm.
You have to give your eyes enough time to get used to the light around you,
Yes.
because when we are sleeping, our retina, the vision part of our eye is also sleeping. It's also dark. You wake up and you give yourself some time to get ready, to get used to the light. When you're brushing your teeth, you can splash water in your eye. And
Yes.
I think after 15, 20 minutes of waking up is a better time for you to start checking whether you've received some really important WhatsApp forward or so.
Okay.
And I think also before sleeping, the last half an hour before sleeping, it's best if you, don't check your phone or you don't watch TV. You give your eyes that rest so that you're slowly going into a sleep mode. Those two things, if you do, your eyes will be fresher when you wake up and fresher when you sleep.
Okay. And your mind also, because आपने जो बताया, it all adds up to that as well. So thank you, ma'am, and we really look forward for you to give us some more tips in coming few more months. We'll be again associated in some way. And thank you to all our viewers. If you have any questions, you can just give us your questions, and we'll contact Dr. Rupali, and I'm sure she'll be very happy to answer everyone. Thank you once again. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. Thank you.